an episode of Gaming and Talk. This is just going to be but it will be a episode of How Those Hell. Because I got to get the belts on Jelf and his brother. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if there's a place you can manage I'm going to look through the game. So I'm going to have to see if there's a place to manage the title holders in this AEW game. If not, I'm going to have to fight them until they're the champions. Until they're the tag team champions. Well, let me look through it here. Uh, let's go to settings. Championship management. We found it. Oh, I'd already let them win. Oh, September 16th, though. So we're going to have to manage this. Oh, the honest thing is, I've got him tagged with his woman. So I'm going to have to break him up. Okay, hold on. Let's try this. Let's find his brother. You know, they won it. I made his brother. Oh, there he is. There we go. Ooh! So now they're the tag team champions. Mumu is the woman's champion, and I thought, did he not win? Did he not lose his belt? I forgot to manage him. Okay, so there we go. I guess they let you make custom belts in this game, do you? Anyways, this ain't a episode of Gaming and Talk, but no, it is an episode of JCBW. We're gonna get Miss Christine. She's gonna go up against this lady here for that TBS title. She's gonna go out there for that TBS title. Abaddon. That's a frightening. That's a frightening individual. Miss Christine. Fourteen to 6. Living dead girl. You know what? I'm not gonna be hard on Halloween. I struggle with that though, because the Bible tells you not to have anything to do with pagan stuff. But in some ways, it's also what you make of it. And if you got Jesus, I'm going to tell y'all something. You all know the best spiritual ward off is Mr. Jesus. You don't need no pumpkins. You don't need no crosses. All you need is the blood of Jesus. They have to bow to his commands. I don't try not to be so hard on Halloween. But now, I would be careful with it. I would be careful. But I'd say just having the spooky stuff or what. I don't know though. have these things called household guides. You can read this about, even Marilyn Manson sing about the household guides. In the Bible, they talk about the household guides. So maybe these things are bringing entities into your house. I don't know. I don't know. It's a discussion to think about. I am still not over my Mr. Cat, but I'm doing a little better than I was 4 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago. I said it was the 19th, so this is 24th. It's about 5 days now. We're about 5 days in. Oh, she's giving it a freaking beat down. Abaddon ain't wanting to lose that title, y'all. I did do something last night, and it helped me a whole lot. Like I was reading these stories, like I even felt guilty because he looked like he wasn't able to handle that last trip we went on, that last vacation. And I thought, well, did I put unneeded stress on him? Well, I got to reading these stories of people, and this one dude or lady, I can't remember if he was a dude or a lady. But I was reading these stories, and their kid, they had took a trip just like mine. I mean, it was the same thing. 10-year-old cat. He went on a vacation. He thought about taking the cat, but then he left them home because he thought they wouldn't be able to make the travel. And they came home and found the cat dead. And he felt so guilty because he left him by himself there. Because my cat, I'm going to tell you, if I'd left him home, he didn't like being away from me. 2 or 3 hours was meow, meow, and he had a special meow. His meow wasn't like that. And as he got older, he started getting an older sounding meow. I mean, his meow changed. But now he didn't like me leaving. And he'd let me know he didn't like me. His eyes would show he didn't like me leaving. So even that story comforted me because I was glad I took him because I think he might have died heartbroken. You know, if he was already dying. I also read up that it can take them up to a week to 3 weeks to die when they're in their final stages. He might have just gave up. Oh, she's got him in a submission hold. She's got her in a submission hold. She's got her in a submission hold. And she didn't submit. 2 redheads here. One gangsta, one goth girl. One gangsta, one goth girl. 2 reds. Here on the JCBW Hallows Hell 2023. I'm also going to be bringing the podcasters back. I decided not to do away with them. Owen going to jail. That's fired me up, baby. Them sending Owen Schwarr. Y'all know Owen Schwarr. He's one of the best, y'all. I'm fighting for you, Owen, out here. I'm praying for you, Owen. Them sending him to jail's made me fucking mad. Now, I know this ain't an episode of Gaming and Talk. Podcast is going to stay around. Podcast ain't going nowhere. I just get tired of it. I mean, I get tired of it. But we can't give up. And even my cat dying, because these people are a culture of death, 2 count. They're a culture of death. I mean, they say they're giving you vaccines to extend your... I better shut up. We'll just have to save that for another episode. I'm just going to go back to the match. But just know the podcast ain't going anywhere. I'll save it for a Gaming and Talk on Rumble. I'll probably forget by the time I get to it, but just know the podcast ain't going. I did one this morning. I try to cast out all that religious stuff, though, because I grew up with a very religious grandmother. So y'all know what I deal with. I have to deal with that in my... Oh, I want a challenge. I have to deal with that in my brain. Insane in the membrane. Because, you know, a lot of it's religion. All you really need is Jesus. But a lot of it's religion. A lot of it... No, I mean, you don't need to... You need to do the best you can. And you need to straighten up. And you need to let them let you straighten up. But now, a lot of that stuff's religion. And you don't really need something if it's tempting you to go bad. You don't need that in your life either. All you really need is Jesus. That's really true, y'all. Okay, one, two. Woo! She done it. She won the belt. I've been trying to take that from Aberdeen for days, for months. You know, I got this game on July 4th. Finally took the belt from Aberdeen. Living dead girl. Living dead girl. I'm going to tell y'all a story, and I think I told this on a podcast, and I just ain't gaming the talk, but I don't think it's going to violate anything. It shouldn't, because it's just grandma. You know, she grew up, she was old days. She was 80, going on 83 or 84 when she died in the 80s. She was old fashioned. She was religious. My parents went through the city of New Orleans. Now, you know, New Orleans was bad back then. This was either when I was a baby, or before I was born. And she was praying the whole time. I even got trouble on AOL about it because that's what I grew up with. I didn't grow up in church, but I grew up hearing grandma for 10 years. So I have to sometimes fight the religion as well because a lot of it's real. In other words, meaning things, because you can look in the Bible, focus on what's good, focus on what's wholesome, focus. I mean, Paul tells you the things that are good, and he tells you not to get hung up on the religious stuff. Like, he even would, there'd be some people who wouldn't eat meat because it was sacrificed to an idol. And he would tell them, well, if it don't bother your conscience, eat it. But now, if it bothers your conscience, don't eat it. See what I'm talking about? Some of it is real, some of it is conscious. Like, he really shouldn't be focusing on evil, killing, crime, probably murder, like our movies. Nobody should be focusing on stuff like that. But now, how much of it is religion and how much of it is really, say, Christianity? Because that was an argument back then. They would argue about the idol food offered to sacrifices, and even as this one thing, he wouldn't touch things. He was hungry, and God showed him giving him lizards in a dream, giving him lizards, and he said, "I'm not supposed to touch that stuff. That stuff ain't clean." And the angel told him. The angel told him if God purifies it, it's clean. Still another ladies' match. Let's bring in Miss Mother versus Daughter. Mother versus Daughter. Christine White versus Lorraine White. Now, you know, we just recently made brought Miss Lorraine back. I've also just recently brought back her other daughter, which was married to Mr. Bozawood for a while. Miss Brina White. We'll call her Brina because we got Sabrina, the curly Sabrina, his sister. So we'll call her Brina. Now, Mama's a cougar. She's an old lady now. She dresses high. Christians took right after her, don't they? She likes dressing. She knows she'd be in her 40s or 50s if you live by the storyline. So Mama's an old lady. Mama's a hot old lady. The Christians took right after her mom. Oh, buddy, so I got their ages down somewhere because you know I had them for the CD cover. Sharon, she'd be her twin sister, so she would, because they were both twins of twins. Like had a twin, she had a twin. He was married to a twin. But anyway, they'd be the same ages. She was about 2 years younger than Curly, so whatever he is, that's how old Christian is. And Brad would be the same. Brad would be the same. Maybe I'm gonna do a chick versus men match. The ladies against the guys for the title. The brothers and sisters. Which one of the two will win? We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that on Halloween. The ladies are gonna take on the gentlemen for the tag team champions. Now that's something else there. The lady tag team versus a male tag team. And the champions will be either Christine and Sharon or Jeff and Brad on Halloween. I made that call right here, right now. I want to see the twin sisters versus the twin brothers in action here on JCW House Hell 2023, baby. Mama versus daughter. If this feed were to drop, I will post the archives. I never did post that on YouTube the other day. I got to put it up myself. I was going to post it on YouTube. The one we had yesterday where the feed was dropping out. Oh, mama takes down daughter. Hot mama takes down hot daughter. Hot mama takes down hot gothic daughter. Cinnamon girl. Things going into red. Sorry, y'all. I'll try not to scream so much. I just now minimize my scream. I'll try not to scream because it's going into red, y'all. Oh, my daughter goes down. I had to adjust my microphone this morning. So maybe a little louder. I was having trouble recording that podcast. Ooh. She's going to try to go for the piss in. Let's see if she can get that piss in. Toucan. Christine cannot take down mama. Hot mama. Hot mama Lorraine. Cougar Lorraine. Let's call her Cougar Lorraine. She's going to go for the pin again. One count. She couldn't even get her on a get her. She couldn't even get her. Trying to see if I get her. What do we do? Oh! Into the turnbuckle. Into the turnbuckle. See if I get Kristen out. I'm trying to get her out. I'm trying to get her out of the ring. Can't remember how to get her out of the ring. That's what happens when I play the WWE and the AEW. I get confused about the controls. Oh! She gets a hold of her, but she smacks mama off of her. She smacks that cougar off of her, that cougar lady. The hot mama. Oh, the women are beautiful lovers. Say, oh, the women know just how to please a man. That's a country song. For you people know who don't know what that is, that's a country song. Oh, the women are beautiful lovers. Say, oh, the women, they understand. And I've been around some, and I have discovered that all the women know just how to please a man. Toucan. Yeah, she's a hot mama. Oh, she's got her. Oh, she takes her down. She takes her down, ladies and gentlemen. Right here on the madness. Right here on the Hallows Hell 2023. Oh, and thank you, Jesus, for this energy I've got today. Did y'all know, Jesus, I've had a hard week this week. Oh my God, she's gonna submit to her mother. Oh, she got her mother off of her. Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to heed my words. What to mean, what to say. Mother, mother, well, can you keep them in the dark for life? Or can you hide them from the way they were? Whoa, mother. Took him. She still didn't beat mama. She still hasn't beat her mother. Gonna kill your mother, gonna kill your mother. But I love her. A little bit of grunge. Bom, 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 bom. But I love her. And she loves me. First time I got that album. January 1994. That's when I finally got that CD. Eastland Borders. I loved it too. Fall on Kevin's mom. Fall Kevin's mom. I love that CD. They had one about gun on there too. I always liked the one about the gun. It's one of my favorites. And then of course the one Axl Rose sung. Bum 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 bum. You know that was the end of it. Bum 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 bum. Say yeah, know what to do. I'm gonna fry you. Just in case. It's daytime. I say na 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 na. No what? Of course, I think I got mine parental advisory. Know what to do. I had to hunt that CD down because I got I got the spaghetti incident. There goes some bitch outside, some little bitch. But I got the spaghetti incident for Christmas that year, along with the Pearl Jam verses, which come out on the day my cat. That was its anniversary, the day my poor little cat died, 30 years above. One of my favorite Pearl Jam albums ever. One of my favorite Pearl Jam albums ever, the verses. I like some songs off that too. My dissident is here. Boom, 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 boom. Well, I got those two albums for Christmas that year. Versus and Spaghetti Incident. Say yeah. But then I said, that's a Soundgarden. I gotta hunt it down. So I hunted that CD down. Oh, Mama told her to whoa. Mama getting ugly with her daughter there. And I had to hunt that CD down. I got it about January or February 94. Sir, yeah, I know what to do. I'm gone, but I love. And Mama beat her daughter. Mama beat her daughter. I love the indifference at the end of the CD. How much indifference does it take? Glorified G. Let's see what all songs I liked off that. Boy, I liked the whole album. Rats. They don't compare. Rats, but no bugs was on Vitology. Da, 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 I got bugs. Bum, 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 bum. That's Vitology, though. I got Vitology for Christmas, too. I got it for Christmas just like I got the other one. Versus and Vitology were both Christmas presents. Along with the other one. There's one of those others. I believe it was Yield. No, it wasn't Yield. It's the other one. What songs was off that? Oh, I know. You'll be going out with radio. Going out with Bucking. Nah, that's the one I got for Christmas. I got 3 Pearl Jam albums for Christmas in the 90s. And also used to get their Christmas records because I was a part of the Pearl Jam 10 Club. I couldn't even play those records in freaking 1999 because we didn't have a working record player. I bought me one when I got my freaking disability. I bought a cheap stereo with a record player from one of them order catalogs. But boy, it played my records. My dissident is here. So I didn't actually hear my records until I could get a record player. And we are going to do the last match, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just do another. It's going to be a lights out match. Let's do an all ladies again. Let's just do an all ladies show today. I'm in a ladies mode. Let's bring in Miss Sata. Sexy Sata. Yeah, she's been named after the song. Y'all should know that, because I'm obsessed with rock and roll. Let's bring in Jeff's mama. And she's a hot mama, too. Let's bring in Jill's mom. We have Miss Sada versus Miss Anastasia. Color. Oh, the women are beautiful lovers. I'm going to sing that again. They understand. Y'all know me, my brain always revolves around music. Music, music, I hear. They made me a playlist of the 1989 bus songs. When I'm out, I sometimes play it. Bum, 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 bum. This is a Lights Out. Miss Anastasia versus Mrs. Sadie. Sexy Sadie. Boy, he's one of my favorites. Out of the Beatles, he was one of my favorite Beatles. George White. Because I had when I was a kid though, he had a song out. I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. I actually did a shout out to him, and he died in one of the episodes that I filmed the original JCBW on. And I had Rey Mysterio give him a shout out in the show. Ah, sexy Sadie. Little Sadie, she's a little girl. She's kind of smaller than the rest of them. Oh, and she's got her. She's got her. Oh, she throws Mama into the turnbuckle. Throws Mama Curly into the turnbuckle. Mama Curly. Ooh, knee to the neck. Knee to the neck here on JCBW. Oh, and she throws her back into that damn turnbuckle. Ooh, the woo chops, baby. And she says Sadie's gonna go for the freaking pin. One, and Audrey counting too slow. What about Billy Corgan getting that deal? Boy, look at the numbers. He is real damn close. I mean, damn close with AEW. When you look at the numbers of the stations and how they're watched, he got him a good deal, y'all. Billy Corgan, he said he was going to try to bring back NWA. He's sort of done it. The CW is right there with TBS and TNT. I'm talking about number-wise. They're a little ahead, and it's about 2 numbers down. He pretty much got the same deal that AEW's got. He's got the same kind of... Oh, she hits her with the comb. She hits her with the comb. Congratulations, Billy Corgan, another one of my favorites. I actually got your album post Kurt Cobain. I was still so semi-depressed about Kurt Cobain when I first got Siamese Dream. That was one of my pickups. I was sort of listening to country back then, but then there was Smashing Pumpkins, LA Guns. Those were my saviors. And then, of course, Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dizzy. That was my only taste of rock and roll during that time, because I had sort of went country. I was listening to country radio. I wasn't paying attention to rock and roll much. Then I knew Siamese Dream. I actually knew the song "Today is the Greatest" back when I used to listen to Kurt Cobain. I even liked that song. I had it recorded. I pulled the same thing I always did. I recorded it off the video, but I didn't get the album till I believe it's January '95. It's the whole year after Hands Up. It was either December '94 or early January. I can't remember exactly when, but I did get it. I believe it might have been December. It might have been right before we turned. I believe it was the last few days of '94. And I believe I bought it at Kmart. I seen it on the Kmart shelf, and I had the money to buy it, and I bought it. Congratulations to Billy Corgan on this TV deal. Let's see if we can get a pin. 2, 3. 2 count. Mixing wrestling and rock and roll. I'd mix that thing with rock and roll, Mr. Smashing Pumpkins. I tell you know what I'd do? My show would have some rock and roll in it. Down, 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 down. I'd do that here if I could. Problem is I can't play music. My reflection, a dirty mirror. There's no connect. I can play my own. To myself, yeah, I'm your lover, and I'm your zero. I got that album for Christmas. Siamese. The other one, not Siamese. What was it called? Melancholy. I got it for Christmas. Bam, 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 bam. The year it come out. Bam, 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 bam. But I got it at Christmas. Bam, 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 bam. It was like the Pearl Jam. I got it for Christmas. My reflection, a dirty mirror. I tried to get us Pisces of Carrot yet. My mama couldn't find that one. It was hard to get. She was going to get me that one too, and they couldn't find. They had seen one copy. My sister told me it was around, and it was already gone by the freaking time my mama got to buy the gift. So I didn't end up getting Pisces Iscariot. I think that's what it was called. I believe it was a hard to get EP back then. It was hard to get. And they had actually seen one, and they was going to get it for me before they could get it. Somebody had already bought it. I'm pretty sure that one was hard to get back here around this area anyway. There's a lot of stuff to be hard to get around this area. The Skid Row video was one of those. You remember that video they put the first one? I'm talking about those say can you scream. The police actually guarded the copy because they ordered it special for my mama, and there's two people over there already fighting over it because they had it in stock, they wouldn't sell it to them. And the guy that run the store actually called the freaking police to guard it till she got over there to pick it up. And he told her, I don't know how long I can hold it. He says they're getting mad over it. And we won there. Miss Sadie won. That's from my sister, by the way. But anything that dealt with the VCR, I had to play, so I got to watch it too. Boy, we love that video. We love that video, that Skid Row video. Oh, say, can you scream? It had that first on it. We got the big guns. Fire! Bang! Said I knock a fire and squad. That's going to be it for me today. I'll see y'all next time on apfns-Youtube TV. And I will post this on Rumble and other places as well. I'm sorry about it going in the red there. I had to turn it up a pinch for the podcast today. Got the big guns. I like talking about my rock and roll influences. I got plenty of them, y'all. I was educated by the best in rock and roll, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Megadeth, Marilyn Manson, you name it. Ellie Guns. He's blocked me on Twitter, but so what? He just didn't like my political views. I still like Tracy Guns anyway. Tracy Guns, I still like you, buddy. I just disagree with you politically. You're one of my heroes.